I'm Idris, as you know. So this show is gonna be like less of a normal live show and more of like a guided tour behind the songs that I've written. So the first dream job that I actually ever had was to be a vocalist. Music has always been really, really important to me, but I didn't actually start writing songs until 2020, so it hasn't been that long. A lot of us use art to express ourselves, and that's definitely true for me. And when it comes to music specifically, I find it really hard to write songs that aren't about things that I've personally experienced, which is not something that limits me with other art forms, but for some reason that's just how it is with me in music. Every song that I've written has pretty much ended up as like a snapshot of a moment in time. So for me, when I'm writing songs, it's about taking raw emotions and thoughts and sensations and like trying to seal them into words and sound, sort of like a little time capsule for myself. And it actually like triggers the memory for me when I play the song. So if I play a happy song, then to some degree, I'm actually like reliving the happiness of that moment that I experienced. And contrary to popular belief, I do have like 2 happy songs. So here's one of them. This is Adrenaline Crush. I think you like me. It would be frightening if your smile wasn't so mesmerizing. Don't put up your defenses, drop all pretenses. My argument is, you think I'm cute, right? Time and time again I find there's always space for you inside my mind. The gap between your hand and mine. Don't know where we're going, but I'd like to stick with you for one more night in battered armor, dressed in black. Am I your favorite heart attack? Schrodinger's love song, caught in a quantum face-off. Think we should put the brakes on, 'cause I kinda don't. Tell me all your secrets while sleeping through the day shift. The moments where we eclipse persist like pop-ups in my brain. Alright, okay, I love the way you say my name. Time and time again I find there's always space for you inside my mind. The gap between your hand and mine. Don't know where we're going, but I'd like to stick with you for one more night in battered armor, dressed in black. Am I your favorite? Time and time again I find there's always space for you. So can we bridge the gap between your hand and mine? Don't care where we're going, I just wanna stick with you. I can't deny, I think it's time we face the facts. You are my favorite heart attack. Aw. This is going to be such a wholesome show. Thank you. If you take the wheel, I'll take Don't worry about A to B, 'cause all I wanna see is you. We'll find a fortress by the beach and make believe a world just for two. We'll fall asleep, a mess of limbs with no beginning and no end. Your heartbeat is my favorite lullaby. Find sanctuary in your arms. You swear you'll keep me safe from harm, and I believe you even though I'm scared. Wasn't prepared for the hurricane of you, the way I fall into your eyes. There's nothing I can do. You were fated to be my demise, but I don't mind. Explore a distillery, aging whiskey in caskets. Pull you closer to me, asking shyly for one more kiss. On a rocky cliff by the seaside, we'll howl into the wind, just you and I. Lost in the hurricane of you, the way I fall into your eyes. There's nothing I can do. You are fated to be my demise, but I don't mind. And even if the world wants us apart, I'll keep following the rhythm of your heart. We'll fall asleep, a mess of limbs with no beginning and no end. Every breath I take is yours to share. Find sanctuary in my arms. I swear I'll keep you safe from harm, and maybe someday I'll stop being scared of the scars I bear. Oh, but the hurricane of you, the way I fall into your eyes. There's nothing I can do. You were fated to be my demise, but I don't mind. I love the hurricane of you, the way I fall into your eyes. There's nothing I can do. You were fated to be my demise, but I don't mind. Thank you. Yeah, so both of those songs have a lot of very specific memories and meanings in the lyrics. When I write songs, I really focus on lyrics. That's actually my favorite part about music and songwriting. It's finding the right words to communicate the feeling I want to communicate that also has like a really satisfying cadence, has a good mouth feel, if you will, and that like fits with the music. And so because a lot of these songs are memory capsules, I put a lot of thought into the phrasing, because the phrasing really affects how and what I remember about these things that I've experienced. So to give you an example, the first song I played, Adrenaline Crush, there's a line in there that says, "Tell me all your secrets while sleeping through the day shift." And I wrote that song about a period of time where I was getting to know somebody. We lived in different time zones, and they had a job that required really odd hours sometimes. So they would basically be working the night shift and then sleeping during the day. And there was one time where they woke up like super groggy in the middle of the night for them, which was during the day for me, and texted me while they were like half awake. And when I asked them about it later, they didn't remember sending the message. So I like jokingly said, "Hey, next time this happens, you need to watch out because I'm going to make you tell me all of your secrets." But then the next time that they texted me when they woke up in the middle of the night, they actually told me a secret about them without me having to ask. So that's like a really, really fond memory that I have. And it's like one line in that song, but because I wrote it into the song, it's basically something that I'll always remember. And when I play the song, I always feel how I felt back then. And that's true with the second song too. So the second song was You, Me, and the Highlands. And when I started writing it, it was supposed to be about a hypothetical dream vacation that I would like to take someday, which is a road trip in the Scottish Highlands. But like we talked about, I am apparently incapable of writing songs unless they're like super personal and real. So instead of just being about this hypothetical trip, it turned into a song about a hypothetical trip with a specific real person that I wanted to go with. And then, of course, the song really ended up being more about them than the trip itself. And that song was like the first time that I let myself acknowledge that I loved this person, even though it was really indirect. And it meant a lot to me because back then, that was the first time that I had like really deep feelings for somebody after my previous relationship, which had lasted almost 8 years. So even though this new thing, to be honest, I can call it a situationship at best. And it was really complex and bad. But at the same time, in that moment, when I wrote that song, it was just a relief to like actually feel like I could like somebody again and feel the like lightness of liking somebody again. And again, because I wrote that song, that's what I feel when I play it. Like I can like melt into it and feel all of the same like weightlessness and lightness and relief that I felt when I wrote it. So I don't know. I think it's cool. I need to drink water. I'm sorry. My mouth is so dry. Thank you. So one thing that I worry about constantly is that all my songs sound the same. Whether that's because of the subject matter or like the actual like music, the chord progressions and everything. So funnily enough, I write the song Highlands, bunch of stuff happens, blah, blah, blah. Years and years and years later, I'm feeling something similar in a different situation. And I want to write a song about it because I guess that's my thing. And at some point while I'm writing the song, I'm like, wait, this sounds kind of familiar. And then I'm like, oh God, it's like the same as Highlands. Like it's the same chords, which at first was mortifying. But then I actually chose in this specific case to like lean into it. I decided to embrace that these chords are apparently the sound of me being relieved and feeling safe with somebody else. And so because I leaned into it, I went a bit further, and in the lyrics for the new song, I put a bunch of callbacks to other songs that I've written. So it became this like cheeky self-referential thing that only I will know because I'm the only one who knows all the like weird shit that I've written. But yeah, if you listen closely to this next song, you might notice the overlap in the music and maybe some of the lyrics. Okay. I hope this is the last time I can write to you without you overhearing that if you catch me agonizing over rhyming, it's endearing how the perfect words come easier across a melody. And I hope you wanna sing along with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. It can be hard to say I love you when it has an aftertaste, but you're the only one that's on my tongue, and I wanna kiss your face. The sweetest songs I write are yours, I'll gladly give you every breath. And if you keep being so perfect, I could spare a little death. Honestly, it's not the first time that I've spewed these platitudes, but I hope you see sincerely that you make them feel brand new. No point in taking it slow when it's clear that we both know when we wake tomorrow we'll be interlaced like shadows. Shadows. We interlace like shadows. And I know it's bad computing not to break out of a loop, but while you're written in my function and it's all that I can do, you can comment out my logic, I'll just keep returning true. Every print reads you're my Rome, cause every road leads back to you. I'm done with feeling hollow, there's no more room for sorrow. Whatever shape tomorrow takes, we interlace like shadows. Shadows. We interlace like shadows. Shadows. We interlace like shadows. I know you won't go without me. You pull me close when you're sleeping. I know you won't go without me. I'll look out for you while you're dreaming. I know you won't go without me. Wake up and smile so sweetly. I know you won't go. We interlace like shadows. Shadows. We interlace like shadows. Shadows. We interlace like shadows. Thank you. I'm glad there's some programmers in the audience for that one verse. Okay, I hope you're really satisfied with the amount of happy songs that we just played, because that was all of them. Now we're getting to the sad ones. Okay, so that last song, I wrote that right before my last partner moved in with me the first time. This happened twice. Once they moved in with me when I was living in Europe, and they actually ended up moving in with me again after I had moved to Tokyo, but a lot changed in that time. And before they came to Tokyo, I ended up writing another song. And when I was prepping for the show, the contrast between the lyrics really hit me, because it was like the same situation, the same person. In both cases, I was having like a lot of feelings about them coming to move in with me. But in one case, I was like really excited and looking forward to the future. And in the other case, I was terrified and pessimistic. So keep the song that you just heard in the back of your mind. And we will fast forward like 2 years together. Okay. This song's called Home Is Where the Heart Aches. Here insanity's a terminal condition, and it comes from repetition and hope. By now I've lost my mind entirely, and you're still looking for a mechanism to cope. You apologize every time, but it's the same damn story, and I'm sick of asking why you're not coming home. I'm turning out the light. You say you're not an addict, but you keep chasing the high. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So while you're keeping me at city's length, I don't think I can find the strength to swallow my doubts. Every excuse is just a bullet in the chamber. Pull the trigger or stop shutting me out. I feel neurotic, turning toxic. You're still out refilling your cup. Can't you stop this? Just be honest. Why is it that I'm never enough? Imprisoned in a smartphone, I guess I'm getting used to being alone. If you're ashamed of me, just say so. You barely even look at me anymore. Sleep it off on Sunday. I don't know what you expect me to say, but I deserve this dead zone, 'cause I'm still the dumb fuck waiting for you to come home. So yeah, most of my songs are like that. Actually, like low-key dislike that most of them are bad relationship songs, and so I have asked myself many a time why this is the case. And earlier I talked about how my songs are like these time capsules for me and how they make like an emotion or a thought more tangible. And it is not the case that I don't also feel good things very intensely, because I do. But I think it comes down to it's a lot easier for me to express the good things openly in everyday life. And I've come to notice that for me, music is a way to like release the things that I can't actually bring myself to say. A lot of it is like things that I basically swallowed for the sake of other people, but the thing is that stuff doesn't go away when you do that. So if I don't let it out, it kind of just like festers in me. And normally I still try to push that down, which is not good, until I sit down with a guitar and I try to write a song, because the only way that I know how to write music is from things that I've lived or felt. So when I'm playing music, it's like the most unfiltered version of me, because all of that stuff just comes to the forefront and there's no process in between where I'm like, oh, let's not talk about that. It just comes out and then I'm like, well, apparently that's a thing that I feel. So when I'm writing songs, there's basically two ways that it goes. The first way is I'll think of like a random phrase or feeling or whatever, and I throw it in a Google Doc, and it stays it's literally like a giant Google Doc. It stays in there for like months until I'm like, I should write a song today. And then I go through my doc, and sometimes I get inspired by things that I put in there. The second way that I write songs is I am going through some shit. I sit down with a guitar and the whole song basically just comes out like done. So yeah, the next few songs are more the second kind. They all just kind of happened at once. And I think it's because they're things that I held in for too long. So I will mostly just let them speak for themselves. So I'll drink some water, and then we're going to play Party Boy. Every kiss feels like a handshake lately. I'd almost rather not, but it's still better than when you're drunk and you wanna make out, 'cause you could copy paste any pretty face into my place. I don't wanna hear about your big plans. How many shots does it take for you to feel anything? You think they love you when you're drunk off your ass. I hope you're happy, I hope you're happy. Party boy, getting wasted and wasting my time. Party boy, do you feel alive? It's pathetic, I keep letting you leave me behind. Party boy, you make me wanna die. Your eyes are glassy and you stare right through me. I guess you're gone. I wish that you could feel excited about life without a crutch. It'll never be enough. I watched the sunrise, you slept off our last chance. A single shot's all it would take to get away from this pain. Forgot you loved me while you emptied your glass. That makes you happy, do it without me. Party boy, getting wasted and wasting my time. Party boy, do you feel alive? It's pathetic, I keep letting you leave me behind. Party boy, you make me wanna die. Party boy, party boy, party boy, party boy. I saw you again, 10 months too soon. Took me into your bed, but it wasn't your room. We laid there in the dark and pretended to sleep while you scrolled on your phone, and I silently wept. Though we stayed back to back, we were lifetimes apart, yet somehow you've not loosened your grip on my heart. This is not what I want, this is nothing at all, but I'll probably always pick up when you call. Oh, if you call. Dragged ourselves out of bed when the morning hour struck. The TV split the silence that weighed down on us. There was nothing to say, not a hint of romance, even though we both knew this could be our last chance. And oh God, is it true? Is this really enough for you? Is this the forever of being in love with you? You don't feel it now, will you ever again? I'm losing the things that distinguish us from being just friends. And I'm shitty at being your friend. If we're not in love, then we're just shitty friends. And I'd rather die 42 fucking times than look at you without any love in my eyes. Congratulations, you can have the title. This is what you worked for, so let me see that smile. 3 years of devastation for me to finally say I've been hurt before, but you're my number one liar. You're my number one liar. You're my number one liar. So easy for you, put on my blinders, called it trust, ignored the red flags cause I wanted to believe in us, and we looked so good and sanguine. You tried to give me just enough so that I wouldn't leave, and you could keep fucking off, but 3 years of devastation, you really earned that title. I'm numb from feeling worthless and you cry like a crocodile. It kills me that you chose this. You're only sad that you got caught. You're not the person that I thought. You're my number one liar. You're my number one liar. Okay, we're all sad now. So yeah, you may have surmised that I have trouble letting go, especially when it comes to love, because it's really not something that I feel very often, which is not a uniquely me problem, but it's something that really comes through in my music, because I think my music really helps me process everything. So yeah, just after I started getting into songwriting, I was in a similar situation, but I ended up releasing a whole solo EP about it. It's out there on all the things, so if you look up Idris the Grey online, you can actually find it. You can tell that I did everything myself. I recorded it at home, and I like mixed and mastered everything, so it's really rough. But I am still proud of it, I think, because it wasn't about like making the best EP or whatever. It was just about challenging myself to make something, because I hadn't before and I had loved music for so long. And I did that, and I'm like, yeah, all right, we did it, cool. But the EP, like altogether, basically tells the story of this other relationship that I was in. And this is my favorite song from that EP. It is called Your Ghost. You, the sweetest vowel, and I, a fucking wreck, fixating on the time you said you wanted to kiss my neck. I have a hypothesis that I'm dying to test, but nothing tastes as sweet as my name on your lips. I tried so hard to let you go, but I'm still by your side, chasing your echo. I am just your ghost. You can't see or hear me when I need you the most. I'm left kissing every inch of ground you've graced. No one knows I am just your ghost. See you in my dreams. Am I too obsessed? Been keeping every tab on you. My chrome is in distress. Are you better off without me in your head? Is there still a space for me beside you in your bed? To be lost in you was inevitable. You're too good to be true. It's no wonder I'm alone. I am just your ghost. You can't see or hear me when I need you the most. I'm left kissing every inch of ground you've graced. I'm invisible. I am just your ghost. I am just your ghost. I am just a ghost. first hello is muted through the static in my head. Only your voice cut through the noise. Eventually I'd see its origin in me was the horror in my ribs stirring from sleep. Through pins and needles it awoke with every fragile word you spoke and broke out of its prison in my chest. It made a fucking mess. The space you leave behind, and you will do the same with mine, until there's nothing left of us but memories to gather dust in a grave that marks the shift from is to was. Become taxidermy. No life, glass eyes, all that remains of you and me. Thank you. So yeah, a lot of the songs that I'm playing are unreleased. Some of them are deep cuts from my streaming days. That was one of them. It's called Become Taxidermy. And it's about like the frustration and loss and bleakness of letting go. Because even when I'm like objectively happier, on the other side of it, I fucking hate the process of moving on. Like, I hate that if we're going to exist in this life, we have to, at some point, learn to live without people who used to mean everything to us. Like, that is just a necessary part of life that everybody goes through. And I think it is extremely tragic and worth mourning, even though it's something normal that we all deal with. And that's a big part of why I keep making these songs, these little time capsules for me, because it's like, I felt all of these things so strongly, like the joy and the pain, and I can't physically contain those feelings, so it helps if there's some kind of like record or proof that they were real. So yeah, that's a big part of songwriting for me. And the theme of this exhibit is, since you touched my heart, my discography is just a catalog of the marks that the people I've loved have left on me. They're like living memories of things that I've felt. And you know what? Feeling things is scary. And sharing things is also incredibly scary. I think a lot of the time we feel things that we wish we didn't, and we try to push them down somewhere really deep. So if you take away anything from this show, just let it be to please let yourself, I know it's hard. It's hard for me too, but let yourself really like feel the things that you're carrying around, because if you don't, they become really, really heavy. But if you do, you might be able to transmute them into something else, like a bunch of sad songs or connection with other people. Because if you're brave enough to share the things that you feel, you might be pleasantly surprised by how many people there are that can relate to you, and you can make each other feel less alone just by sharing. And if you're really lucky, you might have some friends who will show up to you playing a live show where you just talk about your feelings for an hour. And clearly I'm lucky, so thank you for being here. Okay, so there's one song left. The last song is really special to me. It is technically the third song that I've ever written, but it really feels like it was the first song. So I kind of alluded to this earlier, but I got into songwriting through Twitch, actually, and I started off streaming like karaoke and song covers. But because I was playing music regularly, I was just thinking about music a lot, and I fortunately had some really lovely, supportive people around me. So eventually I got inspired, wrote this song, and I was happy enough with it that I was like, I'll just share it on stream and see how it goes. And I wasn't really expecting much, but the reaction was like overwhelmingly positive. A bunch of people were like, oh my God, I love it so much. I had a lot of German viewers, and they called it an Ohrwurm, like an earworm. Some people made like covers of the song. Some people made art inspired by it. And like, that was just a crazy experience. It really warmed my heart and encouraged me and reminded me why I'm here. So I think it's probably still my favorite song that I've ever written, and I hope you like it too. Thank you for being here and listening. This song is called In Time We'll Storm the Stars. That you could see yourself how I see you, glittering North Star in the sky above our crew. That's you. It's true. You held your hand out and I took it with a smile. We danced the sun into the sea despite the miles. It's true. Me and you. The world moves in subtle ways and we're always out of time, but the rhythm in our souls will force the planets to align. The distance doesn't sting so much if you just close your eyes and trust our hearts to keep the tempo in our minds. Ooh. Dismally beneath the waning moon, I'll light a signal fire to brighten up the gloom for you. Don't be blue. And when you think of me, I hope you tap your feet. Across the ocean, I'll be swaying to the beat. We'll make do. Me and you. The world moves in subtle ways and we're always out of time, but the rhythm in our souls will force the planets to align. The distance doesn't sting so much if you just close your eyes and trust our hearts to keep the tempo in our minds. Ooh. My sights are set on glory, but I could use some company. Someone to help me navigate through still and stormy seas. The world is ours to complicate or conquer as we choose. As far as I'm concerned, you are all I have to lose. La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. La-di-da-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. La-di-da-da-da-da-da-da-di-da. La-di-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. time, but the rhythm in our souls force the planets to align. The distance doesn't sting so much if you just close your eyes. Trust our hearts to keep the tempo in our minds. Ooh. Thank you. That's it. Thanks for being here. You guys are the best.